What's going on, guys? ChillsFM here. If you've played the Fighting Cup already, then you know this cup is dominated by dragon types that are very hard to attain, along with regionals, things like Buzzwole and even things like Heracross. And then, of course, there's the Sneasler problem in this cup. So, what if you don't have any of these Pokemon? Can you still play this cup? Well, yes, you can. I built this team with 3 Pokemon that are not regional exclusives. They are not hard to obtain, and I did go positive on the day with it. Now, it wasn't anything crazy. I went from like 3,040 all the way up to 3,100, and then I dropped back down to 3,080. So, a lot of up climbing and then a little bit of drop at the end of the day, but still that's a positive day without these top meta Pokemon that are very rare. So I was very happy with it. Primeape was surprisingly good, and Poliwrath as a safe swap is almost always going to get you shield or switch advantage, which can be huge, especially if you have shield advantage. Then Primeape just completely goes off. So you're going to see one of these rare Pokemon on screen right here. We're going to be able to grab the shield with that Ice Punch, come in with Poliwrath, and this is how well this team works together. Poliwrath can easily tank an Aerial Ace, but we make it to this Scald anyways. This will be taking out this Sneasler. That's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Guys, I did have to spend quite a bit of time trying to figure out a team that would work in this meta. So if you appreciate me taking the time, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know, have you been running the Fighting Cup, or are you just sticking to OG, the Great League? Anyways, going to be coming in here with Poliwrath up against a Throw lead. So Throw is, of course, there to counter the Toxicroak. They got the alignment they wanted there, but they don't have a great answer for Poliwrath, which I've seen a lot. I've seen that a lot. I've played Poliwrath actually on a couple teams, and nobody seems to have good answers for it, unless they have their own Poliwrath that's running Dynamic Punch. I think Scald is going to be better, though. Scald is generally going to be better. Anyways, we're going to make it to another Ice Punch here against this Dragon type. This should be threatening their second shield off. Is it their second shield? No, they actually decided to let it go through. So they're going to bring out their Toxicroak here. I'm going to make it to a Scald. Poliwrath is so spammy, which I absolutely love. Plus, you can take a hit. Look at that. That Scald does ridiculous damage. We got the Toxicroak into the red just like that. I'm going to come in with my own Toxicroak now. I try to catch the Mud Bomb, but they do not throw. And now they're coming back in with their throw. Now, I am running my Primeape with the legacy move of Cross Chop. Hopefully, y'all were able to obtain some of those in the previous Go Battle Day. You could evolve your Mankeys into Primeape and get Cross Chop guaranteed. So that's how I was able to get this one. It's going to be a lot better with Cross Chop versus having close combat, which is going to be dropping your defense, and it's also very high energy. So I spam out the Cross Chops, get the throw very low. Now they're going to be throwing a Body Slam, but Body Slam from throw does not do that much damage. We can easily tank it. We're going to be at the Mud Bomb. Their Toxicroak comes back in. We have a shield still, so even if we lost CMP, we would be in great spot right here. That's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, jumping into the next battle. Toxicroak up against a Toxicroak mirror. So I saw Toxicroak's probably the most common lead, especially on day 1. It was the most common lead. So I play it the same way every single time. I don't want to reveal my IVs, and you can see my IVs up there. I'm going to win CMP most of the time. There has been a few cases where I haven't won CMP. I don't want to reveal that because I want to play out the one shield here. Again, Primeape really goes off with the shield advantage. However, they actually let their Toxicroak go, which was very interesting to me. They're bringing out a Hakamo-O. You can already assume this is going to be a double dragon team. 50% of the teams out there are double dragon, whether it be ABB double dragon with 2 dragons in the back, or ABA with a dragon in the lead and a dragon in the back. They hit me with the Dragon Pulse. Poliwrath holds on though. This thing is insane, like absolutely insane. We are able to take out the Hakamo-O, and here comes in the Kommo-O. Now we have 2 healthy Pokemon. This is their last Pokemon. All we gotta do is put on this heavy fast move pressure. They're gonna be throwing, of course, the first Dragon Tail here. I decided to go ahead and test Primeape. Can Primeape hold on? Yes, it can. We're going to be able to get this Cross Chop off. So Cross Chop, we only gave up 1 free turn of energy there. Not really a big deal to throw it. And now I'm going to come in with my Toxicroak. Again, 1 counter and then throwing the move. That only gives them 1 turn of energy. And they know they got to let something through. They let the Mud Bomb come through. I can safely shield up this next Dragon Tail and I can counter down. That's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. So you can see double dragon. Not necessarily easy to handle with this team, but definitely possible. All right, into the next one. Up against another throw lead. So terrible lead. We're going to be swapping out. They're bringing in a Combusken. Of course, they're going to expect me to bait here, but I'm not baiting. I'm going straight for the Scald. Do we get the shield? No, we don't. It takes them out. And my opponent comes in with a Lucario. Now, I don't know the counts on Poliwrath. I actually throw this one mud shot too early, but we grab the shield. Absolutely beautiful. They have to throw a power punch. Otherwise, I'm making it to the Scald. And look at this. We make it to the Scald. Are they going to give up their second shield here? If not, this one shots, and they let it go through. And at this point, they know the throw cannot 2v1. That's going to be GG's. Well played. All right, into the next one. Toxicroak up against a Hakamo-O. So here we go. Dragon in the lead. Not really a good matchup for Toxicroak. We're going to be swapping out into our Poliwrath. Poliwrath going to be building up some energy. We can go ahead and eat one Dragon Tail. It doesn't hurt too much from the Hakamo-O. Como-O, it definitely hurts a lot more. Now they're going to be coming out with Heracross. I've seen this formula a lot. They're going to have ABA Dragons, and it's going to be something that resist counter in the back. So whether that be whether it be a Toxicroak, it can be a Buzzwole. I've seen this team a lot. So we do grab a shield there because Poliwrath is so incredibly spammy. Now I'm going to come in with Toxicroak. Toxicroak, of course, also resisting everything that this Heracross can throw. They're going to be going for the Rock Blast first, so it doesn't do too much damage, but I know they do have close combat as well, so we will be respecting the close combat here. It's resisted, but it's such a good move. It would nearly take us out, so we do go ahead and shield it up. We have even shields now, and we're going to be able to probably force a shield with this Sludge Bomb. If not, it's going to do a massive amount of damage, which it does. It does connect. It's going to do a lot of damage. They're in farm down range, and in the back, they actually have Hitmontop. So, or Hitmonchan rather. I'm surprised to see this instead of the other dragon, but I think that's a really cool pick. I actually tried it out on this team as well. I tried the Shadow version in Primeape's position. It just didn't work quite as well because Primeape, even though it's not bulky, it's bulkier than that, and you need a little bit of bulk on this team. So anyways, going to go for the cross chop here again. It was in the middle of the Dragon Tail, only gave them one free turn. Wasn't really necessary, but hey, it's all right. We take the win. All right, into the next one. Toxicroak up against the Toxicroak Mirror. So we talked about this a minute ago. Let's see if they want to actually give up a shield this time, or if they're just going to let the first Mud Bomb go through and take that shield advantage. We don't really want shield advantage, or we don't really want switch advantage. We'd rather have shield advantage, or at least even shields coming out of this. So I'm going to go for the Mud Bomb here. We'll throw one more counter and we should win CMP on the next Mud Bomb. So yes, we do just that. Now it was CMP. If they show this, I'm just going to let Toxicroak go and come in with Poliwrath, but they actually decided to let it go. Now they're coming in with a Machamp, and I'm like, that's not a great answer for my Toxicroak. I'm going to go straight for this Mud Bomb, punish them for not throwing. Machamp's very glassy. We do grab the shield. Now I'm coming in with Poliwrath to quickly race for this Ice Punch. They are going to probably get to 2 cross chops. We should be able to survive one. I shielded up the first in case they were running something weird like Dynamic Punch. But they don't throw their energy because people don't understand how spammy Poliwrath can be. We take out the Machamp. In the back, it's a Lucario. All we gotta do is make it to the Scald. They know there's no hope. And that's gonna be GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, into the next one. Toxicroak, what do you know? Another mirror. Guys, there's not a lot of variety in this cup. I tried to get like different battles in here, but I promise you, probably 70% of my leads were Toxicroak on day one. It was insane. Which I'm running Toxicroak myself, so I can't really be like, oh, that's a bad lead. It's a great lead, but it's just like, where's the variety? So I'm going for the Mud Bomb right here. We do, of course, win CMP, and this time they give up their shield. So we get to see the third scenario here. We're going to go ahead, let this go, and we're going to come in with our Poliwrath. Poliwrath, of course, will be doing super effective damage with the Mud Shots. Potentially, I could farm all the way down here, but we'll take a lot of counter damage. They'll probably get to 2 charge moves. So instead, I'm going to go straight for this Ice Punch. Again, Primeape with a shield advantage in the back, it's going to go off, and you're going to see it here. They're going to come in with a throw. I'm going to be going straight for the Scald. Yeah, I actually think I timed that right. I thought I timed it improperly, but looked right there. We're going to go for the Scald. We get the attack drop, which is really nice. Now this Body Slam Even if if I didn't get the attack drop, this should not be lethal, but it's definitely not lethal with that attack drop. Does absolutely nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and bank a Scald, come in with my Primeape, and I will be committing to the hard farm down here. I know Primeape with energy is terrifying to most back lines. So what are they going to be coming in with? You know it, it's the Hakamo. Oh, we got the Ice Punch ready to go. Look how much this does. An insane amount of damage. We could just go cross drop here, but we're just going to rub it in a little bit. Go for this next Ice Punch, take out the Hakamo O, and easily punch down this throw. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Guys, I'm telling y'all, Primeape in the back is a monster. All right, Toxicroak. Into Toxicroak. Look. It's what I had, okay? All right. I know y'all are tired of it, but hey, the backlines are different at least. So again, playing this the exact same way. Gonna shield the first one. Gonna be building up close to the back-to-backs and throwing the first Mud Bomb here. We'll throw one more counter and we'll see what my opponent wants to do. Of course, they showed up the first one. I do win CMP in this one. There was a couple that I lost CMP. I guess they didn't make the video, unless maybe it's the next battle. I don't think I have another Toxicroak. I don't know. These all ended up together. So we'll let it go again, and we're gonna come in with Poliwrath. This time, they swap out immediately. They bring in the Hakamo O. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to take out that Toxicroak somehow. That's a good pivot by my opponent. They are playing this better than any of my previous opponents. So I'm going to be going for the Ice Punch here. This will be doing about 50%, and we're going to easily make it to the next one, but I want to make sure I have extra energy on this Poliwrath. This will be lethal. I should not have to take that last Dragon Tail, and they are going to be coming out. Do they come back with the Toxicroak? That would be really nice for me. That's what I am hoping for. And yes, there's the Toxicroak. They couldn't resist bringing it back in because they probably got another dragon. So we're going to go ahead and take it out with the Ice Punch here. Going to come in with the Primeape. Actually didn't quite take them out. And there's the Kommo-o. Again, Primeape with a shield advantage going to absolutely pop off right here. I think we actually win this going straight cross drop. But why risk it? Let's just straight farm down after the Ice Punch. One more punch takes out the Toxie. And that's a GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, guys, moving into the final battle. If you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure you leave that like. Up against a Buzzwole lead. Now, I will admit this is probably the toughest lead for this team. I faced probably 5 of them with this team, and I only won 1. So you get to see the one, right? So we're gonna go straight for the Sludge. Every single one of them that I faced has shielded that Sludge. Just bait. Just bait. I made the mistake of not baiting. Anyway, Superpower nearly takes us out, even though it's resisted. And now we're going to have to come in with our Poliwrath. So Poliwrath comes in. They're bringing out a Toxicroak. So this is where we want to see Toxicroak, right? This is good news. Going to go straight for the Scald. We do have shield advantage here. Unlikely that they shield. And yes, it does connect. Puts them into the red. So I'm going to be building up some extra energy. I think I do respect the potential Sludge Bomb right here. Yeah, last second, I throw up the shield. Is going to be the Sludge Bomb. Can I get the Mud Shot down? Yes, I can. Beautiful. So we have a lot of energy on our Poliwrath. They're coming back in with the... Oh, excuse me. Coming back in with the Buzzwole. This might be... Okay, I was thinking it might be Lunge. It is the Superpower. We're going to be able to hit the Ice Punch right here because they are staying in. This should be lethal since they dropped their defense right there. They let it go. Not quite lethal. One more Mud Shot does it. What do they have in the back? It's gonna be a Galarian Zapdos. Oh my goodness. I was hyped to see this, but we're gonna grab the shield with the first Ice Punch. Primeape's gonna come in, and unfortunately for this Zapdos, it does not get energy very quickly. We're gonna be able to make it to this Ice Punch, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. I guess it gets energy just as quickly as Primeape. It has counter on it, but its charge moves are very expensive. Love to see it. I was happy to be able to see one in battle, but hey, there we go. You see, I was able to get a nice set right there to claim. But GG's. Well played to all my opponents. I'm actually enjoying this cup, even though there's not a lot of variety, but let me know your thoughts of this cup and this team in the comments down below. That's going to be it for today. Until next time, this is Chill SFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.